Don Mattingly issues a challenge for his young star, Yasiel Puig. I am Jim Basquall. On the heels of Saturday's 3-2 loss to the Marlins, Puig had something to say in the locker room afterwards, noting that he was just a pinch hitter in the game, of which Mattingly did say, quote, "Is he going to make adjustments to pitching and how they are pitching him? Does he actually have a game plan?" Unquote. Let's bring in Mark Saxon, who covers the Los Angeles Dodgers for ESPN. And Mark, you and I have had these conversations before about Mattingly and Puig. You can't have more opposite personalities than the skipper and his young star player. How would you characterize where that duo are right now with regards to their relationship?
Hey, Jim, I think it's fine. I'm not with the club in Miami, but I did read all the comments, and I saw the video, and you could see Don had kind of a sort of a wry smile on his face while he was talking about it. This is not a case, I don't think, where, and we've seen cases before where Don was really frustrated with Yasiel that he maybe wasn't getting all of the potential talent out of him. I don't think this was one of those cases. I think he was reacting to questions about, if Yasiel Puig is this terrific pure hitter, why does he only have 8 home runs in his last 500 at-bats? Things like that. Is he really squeezing the most out of it? This season, part of it has simply been injuries. He missed 30-something games, and, I think he hasn't completely gotten his feet under him.
Yeah, it's interesting because if you just look at the sheer numbers, going back to 2013, 319, 19 home runs. Last season, 296 in his full season with 16 long balls and 69 knocked in. And again, you talked about the injuries, but he's still batting over 300 this year without the power, just 3 long balls. How would you describe his progression as a player in this short time with the Dodgers?
It's funny. There have been more adjustments, I think, than people give him credit for. He's viewed as this kind of wild swinger, free swinger, hacker kind of guy, but he's got something like a 380 on-base percentage. So he's taking his walks when they're there. At times he has swung at less, pitcher's pitches, less pitches out of the strike zone, and you have seen him make some adjustments. But I think, again, the frustration Don always runs into is this is a guy whose talent level tells you that literally his ceiling is almost, you can't describe it. He's just got every tool on the map. And is he completely getting the most out of that? They see him get himself out at the plate more frequently than they would like to. He's getting himself out either through his emotions or chasing pitches, and I think that's where the frustration is.
Mark Saxon covers the Los Angeles Dodgers for ESPN. Mark, thanks for some insight.
Okay, Jim, take care.
Again, Don Mattingly, Yasiel Puig, not exactly a marriage made in heaven, but they're making it work in Los Angeles. You can read more about this story right here on ESPN.com and keep up with the latest Dodger highlights by keeping it locked to the baseball page here on ESPN.com. I'm Jim Basquall.